when I won at the St. Johns River a few weeks back, a lot of people were saying, hey, Bill, was you using forward-facing sonar? Was you catching them on forward-facing sonar? Obviously, I wasn't. You know, you saw swimming a jig, flipping a jig, power fishing techniques that I'm kind of known for. But what I was using Mega Live 2 for, and I had it on every single day in that creek, then, you know, the creek was called Deep Creek. And that creek for Florida was very deep. You know, it had some water in there at times that the boat was sitting in 25 to 30 foot of water, okay? And for a creek in Florida, that's really deep water, okay? So what that creek had in it was, it had a lip or a shelf in it, or a mud flat basically, but it would come out off the bank about 10 feet and it would drop off into, you know, 20 or 30 foot, okay? And there were key isolated pieces of cover on that lip, okay? And what forward-facing sonar or Mega Live 2 did for me was let me keep the boat positioned where I didn't get up on top of that cover, okay? Like I said, I had it on all the time. I'd pan over to the lip, find those isolated pieces of cover, and on the first day, when I was flipping my black and blue jig, I caught a lot of those fish on those isolated pieces of cover that were sitting on that lip, okay? There was also in that creek a lot of what I call channel swing banks, okay? Y'all watched me catch a lot of fish off the base of trees that were sitting right against the water, and some of those trees had 10 or 15 foot of water against them, okay? And what I could do with that Mega Live 2 was I could scan around on those banks, on those channel swing banks, and see exactly where that deep water. So I was not necessarily looking for fish at that point. What I was looking for was deeper water and isolated pieces of cover. So basically taking a new piece of technology, working it into that old school pattern, and it definitely helped me at the St. Johns River.